Come see. Hey, what's your name? What's your name, bro? Come see. What's your name?
The name that was given to me.
Yeah, what's the name given to you?
Hope. Brendan Hope.
Brendan Hope?
Yeah.
Brendan, I like the fact that you said the name that was given to you. It's just like your nationality that was given to you, right? Because that's why you keep hearing them say you from the tribe of Benjamin, but you like, I'm trying to get a hold of this whole Benji stuff, right?
Yeah, I know what the 12 tribes, biblically, but I never really got that deep into it.
But that's why you here today. You understand that? Just like this is your wife? Just like your wife is telling you, you need to be right here. You understand? Because you need to be on this side of the signs. Let me show you what he was trying to bring out. Read that real quick.
2 John, chapter 1 and verse 6. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments.
The love of God is that we walk after his commandments. We got to keep God's commandments. Just like, for instance, your beard. You got to let your beard grow. That's a badge of manly dignity. Just like you said the name they gave you, when you got here, they stripped your facial hair off of you too and called you boy. You understand? There's a name, but there's power with the name that's given you. Benjamin means son of the right. You understand? Your forefathers are the chosen people of God. As far as, because you from you Puerto Rican, right? So you will be from the tribe of Ephraim, sis. As much as he need to hear it, you need to hear it too. You need to come, you need to be all in the front of this camp just as well. Because watch this. I'm going to show y'all something. Give me Hebrews 13 and 4.
Bring it out.
Because you have to understand this. It's an honorable thing what y'all got. But it's only as honorable as you make it. Meaning, you have to be underneath the banners of the commandments of God. That's how you keep your marriage perfect. Watch this. Read what you got.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
To God, marriage is honorable in all things. There's nothing more honorable to God than a marriage. Not boyfriend and girlfriend, not shacking up, a husband and a wife. Watch this, read.
And the bed undefiled.
So what you and your wife do in the bed, as long as you're not going against the laws in Leviticus, guess what? That's between you and her.
Bring it out.
But that's the point in you being together. That way y'all can both be there for each other. And guess what? As the man, you are to guide and lead your house. But watch this.
But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
But brothers that sleep around with outside of marriage and brothers that are not married sleeping with people, guess what? God said, I'm going to judge them. The fact that you are married, that's an honorable thing. Give me that in Sirach chapter 25. But the thing is, you and her have to do it together. It seems as if I'm going to say, sis, you in the spirit when you told him to come back up here and push him to the forefront. Now, the more you be in, you know how I know you really in the spirit? If you get my brother to that school today. That's how I know you really in the spirit, because there's more sisters that's around that's going to be there to help build you up as a wife and help to build him up as a husband. Watch this. Read what you got.
Sirach chapter 25 and verse 1. In 3 things I was beautified and stood up beautiful before God and men.
He said, I'm about to tell y'all 3 things that's considered beautiful before not just God, but man as well. But most importantly, God. He said God sees this thing as beautiful. Let's see what it is. Watch this.
The unity of brethren.
Guess what? The unity of brethren. That's us. The children of Israel, the blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans. When we come together in unity, God said that's a beautiful thing. Watch this.
The love of neighbors.
The love of neighbors. Just like you coming together from the tribe of Benjamin, getting with your sister from the tribe of Ephraim, that's the love of neighbors. We are all the same people. We are all the same people, but our oppressors has divided us by labels, by words. You understand? But it's system, exactly. But he said, it's beautiful with the unity of brethren, the love of neighbors. Now watch this.
A man and a wife that agree together.
And he said, a husband and a wife that agrees together is beautiful to him. But guess what you have to agree to? You have to give me 1 Corinthians 11 and start at verse 1. Start at verse 2. I'm going to give you all the steps. It's simple. You understand? But the thing is, we can only give you so much out here. That's why we urge y'all to come to the school. Because sis, you're right. He needs this. Because I know when you do that, in my mind, I think she sees something in you that you don't see in you. I think she see a level of importance that's in you. She said, I see the king in him. I see the God in him. And guess what? We're going to help you bring that out through the word of God. That's why you got to come fellowship. Sis, I see, matter of fact, I'm going to show you something. Read that real quick.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ.
This is the same thing that's Paul telling them, we're telling it to y'all. Be followers of us because we're followers of Christ.
Right.
You understand? We teach the commandments of God from the Old Testament to the Apocrypha to the New Testament. We believe in the entire Bible.
Right.
You understand? Read.
Now and I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things.
And what?
And keep the ordinances as I declare them to you.
Now, you got to keep the ordinances as he delivered them to us. You understand? So watch the orders or the ordinances that he declared to us. Watch this.
But I would have you know
What is it?
that the head of every man is Christ.
Your head is Christ. The level above you is Christ.
Right.
You understand? Read.
And the head of the woman is the man.
And sis, your head is my brother right here.
Right.
That's right.
So it's Christ, you, and then it's your wife. Now watch this.
And the head of Christ is God.
So the ordinances that Paul was talking about, which Paul is also from the tribe of Benjamin.
Right.
This is your descendant.
Right.
This is your forefather.
Right.
The same blood that ran through his vein runs through yours today.
Right.
You understand? Just like Joshua, whenever you had Joshua followed Moses and he led the children of Israel to the promised land, Joshua is from the tribe of Ephraim. That's your forefather.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But God said the order that I want y'all to keep is God, Christ, man, woman. That's what we read in Sirach 25. A husband and a wife that agree together. What do y'all agree on? The laws of God.
That's right.
Since you agree that he's my head, and as him being my head, I will submit myself unto him. Because let me show you what you just did. Give me that with that Chase conversation. Is that 1 Timothy's? 1 Peter's? Chapter 3.
1 Peter's chapter 3 and verse 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands.
So sis, your only subjection is to your own husband.
Right.
Now when I say subjection, meaning this is who you get your guidance from, this is who you get your learning from.
Right.
Guess what? If you have questions when you come to the school, you go through your husband. You know why? Because it's establishing you in the dominant role in your household.
That's right.
Because if he don't know something, he gonna come to us and we gonna go to the word of God. You understand? You see how the cycle works? And you would bring that to your wife. You understand? But everything else that you're going to learn is going to be from your sisters that's been doing it for a while. The same thing with you. Everything you're going to learn is going to come from the brothers that have been doing it for a while. Because your ordinance or you was ordained to be on this side of the signs.
Right. Right.
Watch this. But likewise, read it again.
That if any obey not,
Oh, read it again from the top.
likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands. That if any obey not the word,
Because the reason why you be subject to him, because if he does not obey the word, read.
they also, without the word, be won by the conversation of the wife.
Because guess what, sis? You got a power that, say for instance, just like now, when y'all was about to leave, and you was like, no, you need to go up there. That's where you need to be. You need to be all over in front of that sign. Right. That's you winning him with your chase conversation.
Right.
Because guess what? It's the same way I'm telling you about getting to that school.
Right.
You understand? That the same thing is, both of y'all need to be there.
Right.
But say for instance, like you said, I see something in him. And you want it to come out of him. You want him to fulfill his purpose.
Right.
You have to try to get him here. Because guess what? Everybody thinks that they're just the most precious wife on earth and think my husband is a piece of crap. But you have the examples in the Bible of Abigail and Nabal.
Right.
Nabal was a fool, but Abigail always stayed righteous in her position.
Right.
She tried to encourage her husband. She never gainsayed him. She did the position of a wife. And guess what? A lot of times, you can then win him over. Right? Give me that, read what you got.
While they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear.
Now drop down to verse 5.
For after this manner, in the old time, the holy women also, who trusted in God,
The holy women that trusted in God, read,
adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husband.
being in subjection unto their own husband. Now watch the example. Watch this.
Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord.
Sis, this is your Lord.
Right.
You are her Lord. The same way I'm telling her these things for you, guess what? It puts you in some bigger shoes to fill.
Right.
Because as the Lord, you have to guide your wife according to the scriptures for her salvation. You understand? If you continue on in the ways of the world, what you think she's going to do? Continue on in the ways of the world. And that's when your love is truly tested. Because if you truly love her, and if she truly loves you, y'all not going to walk away from this. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're seeing exactly what's being manifest to you today. You're seeing it. There's men that can get right according to the word. We have wives. We're married to our wives. And guess what? I'll tell you, for instance, I'm 33 years old, and I've been married for almost 14 years. I lied, 10 years. No. 10 years, 10 years. I'm sorry. I've been married for 10 years. Next year will be 10. That's 33. Regardless, that's still a big thing in our people's community. Young men are not getting married.
Right.
Young men are not getting married and staying married.
Bring it out.
You understand? Take back the first part, 10 years. You understand? But watch this, keep reading. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are. Because that's who you are, sis. You are a daughter of Sarah.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? You are a daughter of Sarah. That is an honorable position. Because you are not like all the other women out here.
Bring it out.
You understand what I'm saying? You are not like them. But now you got to begin to carry yourself like a daughter of Sarah.
Right.
Meaning you got to come to the school so you can learn what do I need to do according to the Bible to carry myself as a daughter of Sarah so I can let my light shine out here amongst my sisters.
That's right.
Read.
As long as ye do well, and are not afraid with any amazement.
Guess what? He said you are a daughter of Sarah as long as you do well. Because if you're not doing well, you're not carrying yourself as a daughter of Sarah, you think Sarah would claim you as her daughter? The same way you are the son of the right. You are the last born son of the tribes, bro. You understand? You are a mighty tribe. Benjamin is a mighty tribe. Let me not go too far because I'm from the tribe of Judah. But keep reading. Go ahead. Benjamin is a mighty tribe. Just messing with you, bro. Yes, but it is. I'm gonna tell you. I'm just joking. But it's the thing is, I'm gonna give you an example of some history. When Benjamin went off, it took the tribes to go against Benjamin. You understand? That's the same thing here. When y'all went, you have to understand that your tribe. That's why it says y'all raving like a wolf. When you listen to reggae, that's what they teach about Babylon. They teach about the oppression in their songs. They're raving about these things. You understand? That is your tribe, bro. Watch this. Keep reading.
Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge.
But guess what? Likewise, you. The same way she has to obey you and be subject unto you as her Lord, you have to dwell with her according to knowledge. Meaning you can't be sleeping around. You can't be out there being a drunkard. You can't be out there getting high and inebriated. You got to take care of your responsibility as a husband. You have to get a job so you can make sure you can provide for your household. There's guidelines and there's status that comes with that position. But guess what? You only know what you know. That's why you need to come here so we can teach you what you need to know. You understand? And guess what? Your brothers are your crutch. We'll be here to help you along the way. Using the word of God to establish the foundation. And from that, through your constant following, your discipline, you will start to see things change. She's going to see you change. You're going to see her change. But it's all going to be for the right. Keep reading.
Giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel.
You have to understand, the way that the men, we deal with each other, you can't deal with your wife that way.
Right.
You understand? Men are supposed to be the leaders and the guides. In order to be the leader and the guide, we on the front line in the battle. We out there, we supposed to fight the war. That's why we out here and our wives is not out here. You understand? But I don't want y'all to think that it's just a bunch of brothers in a building by themselves. No, we got women too. But there's no point in, we don't bring our women out here, so what? Somebody come out here and get crazy and try to shoot up the place and they get hit? No.
Let me let them get home.
No, hold on. But this is what you need to hear though. Watch this. Keep reading.
And as being heirs together of the grace of life.
But y'all are heirs together, right? Read.
That your prayers be not hindered.
Because if y'all not in righteousness on the same page, and the order that God set up is not established in your household, God said, I'm not hearing y'all prayers.
Right.
You know what? When you married her, you married. The only way that can separate is if she if she commits fornication.
Actually, don't tell that to my daddy because that older generation, me.
That's it.
It's all over.
A marriage is supposed to be a union between each other for a life.
Bring it out.
You were created for one wife? No, she was created for you. If this is your wife that God ordained, he pulled her out of your rib.
Right.
You understand?
So now that you brought this up, another picture biblically, like back in the days, like it had. You was allowed to have more than one wife.
Give me Matthew 19.
That's just a question.
So I'm gonna show you. No, it's a good question. It's a good question. Well, Moses had one, but it's like the situation you're talking about, like Abraham and stuff like that.
And
But
I'm not saying I'm just
no, yeah. But the thing is, that's why in the beginning we make it assured that everybody understand we are not affiliated with no other Israelite camp.
Right.
Because we don't follow that, multiple wives. That's the scriptures tell you one. But I'm gonna answer your question. Read that, Matthew 19, and start at verse 3.
Matthew chapter 19 and verse 3. The Pharisees also came unto him, tempting him, and saying unto him, is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause?
So then the Pharisees came and tried to trip up Christ. And they said, okay, we got to make him look bad in front of the people. So they came to Christ like, hey, is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for any cause? Because, I ain't going to get ahead of it. Let's see Christ's response. Keep reading.
And he answered and said unto them,
What did Christ say?
have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female?
In the beginning, the marriage union, the very first marriage, was it a husband and wives, or was it a husband and a wife? Adam and Eve. It was one husband and one wife. That's why Christ is asking them, you trying to trip me up. Okay, didn't you read in the beginning that it was only one man and one woman? Read.
And said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife.
Read.
And they twine shall be one flesh.
He said, guess what? That's why it's written that whenever you get married, a man is to leave his father and his mother, and he should cleave unto his wife, and they two should be one flesh. That goes back to Sirach 25. Y'all should both be on the same mind. She should follow, as long as y'all follow the ordinances of God, guess what? As long as that's what you're bringing into the household, she's supposed to submit to that. You understand? Keep reading.
Wherefore, they are no more twined, but one flesh. What therefore God hath joined together, let not man put asunder.
If God joined y'all union together, if she's who God ordained for you from the beginning, there's nothing that y'all gonna face that can tear y'all apart.
Bring it out.
You understand? There's going to be troubles in the flesh. There's going to be problems. There's going to be arguments. But if this is ordained of God, nobody can take it apart.
Right.
Now watch this.
They say unto him, why did Moses then command to give a writing of divorcement and put her away?
So they said, we got him. Oh yeah, here we go. All right. Now, this is what we might say. Yeah, he said, we got Christ. Oh yeah, that's good. Hey, saying that, then you talking against Moses. Because didn't Moses tell them they can put their wives away and give them a bill of divorce? So now you understand at that point in time, that's what they was following, the laws of Moses. So Moses was held up in high esteem. So if you talked about any prophet, you look bad. So they try to, like we read in the beginning, they try to trip him up. So they said, but didn't Moses tell them they could put their wife away and give them a bill of divorcement? Watch Christ's response.
He saith unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your heart.
Why?
The hardness of your heart.
Because of the hardness of their heart, read.
Suffered you to put away your wives.
So Moses had to try to clean it up as best as he could. He's like, damn, these Moses, these niggas, boy, they ignorant out here. Check this out. Look, this is the ordinances to putting a wife away. But it was because of the hardness of our heart. Right. Now watch what Christ say. This is him, read.
But from the beginning, it was not so.
It was not so. When they say Christ magnified the law, that means he didn't change it, but he established it. Right.
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.